Welcome to the Austin Method, where we help you develop the skills of square dancing. This segment is called Behind the Scenes. This is where we share things with you other than the skills we're already sharing in the Austin Method. So here's the deal. We've mentioned it time and time again. We dance through our hands. I know we've said it. I know we keep saying it, but we're going to say it just one more time. So, personal story here. I learned to dance when I was 12 years old at a teen club. I guess it was even less than teen because my sister was 10 and my brother was 8. We all learned at the same time. And of course, I'd end up with in a square with either my brother or my sister or both. And occasionally we'd be next to each other. 12-year-old Glenn had to hold hands with 10-year-old Tammy or 8-year-old Gerald. 12-year-old boys don't like to hold hands with their sister. And they don't like to hold hands with other boys. But you know what? Once you understand how important it is to hold hands, what we do with our hands, why we hold hands, and how to hold hands, reluctance pretty much goes out the door. And that includes boys holding hands with boys, holding hands with your sister, holding hands with your mother. You know, I dance regularly with my parents. So why do we hold hands? We hold hands for a lot of reasons, but the primary one is to communicate. Are you in the right place? Where are you? What are you thinking? Where are you going? Should you be going? Should you not be going? Should you stay here? We hold hands to help each other make turns. Alaman left is a good one. If you've been through a fun night, you've done Alaman left. We hold hands as a way of synchronizing with our flow and our timing. Holding hands might be momentary, just enough to get that timing together. We hold hands to define our formations. Our lines look like lines because we're holding hands. Our couples look like couples because we're holding hands. If we weren't, we could be off a little and it could get a little messy. So, what allows us to communicate when we're holding hands is maintaining frame. By maintaining frame, I don't mean like, I mean simply giving a little bit of stiffness through the shoulder, through the bicep, through the forearm, through the whole arm, not cranking down. In fact, handholds are very light for a number of reasons. One, you don't want to hurt somebody, and boys, you're a lot stronger than the girls sometimes, usually. Although I've had girls crush my hand. The handhold should be light so that when they need to let go, whether you've realized it or not, they can shake you off. And that's part of the communicating. If they're trying to shake you off, it means, hey, I need to go. Wakes you up to the fact that maybe you do too, or maybe you don't, but you need to recognize that they are and get ready to greet somebody else. So part of hand holding is letting go. So when you're doing a pull by or square through 4 or any of a number of calls, knowing when to let go is also an important part of holding hands. Holding hands becomes automatic. It really does. It becomes so automatic. You don't even realize you're holding hands. You don't even realize you're communicating through your hands. I know initially we emphasize it and we talk about it, mostly to get you to hold hands and to recognize the need to hold hands and to maintain some frame. But we're not really wanting you to stare at your hands waiting for a message, okay? Don't do that. That's not necessary. In fact, the holding hands and the communicating becomes pretty subconscious. Given that, holding hands can become a great distraction. And by that, I mean, let's say you've been taught the way we teach people to hold hands, which is right palm up, left palm down. There's a reason for that, because some people teach that, oh, the boy puts his palm up so that he's holding the girl's hand up, and it doesn't matter which side she's on. Well, what if it's two boys side by side? Now it's like, who's up and who's down? And you get into this testosterone thing about, oh, I'm the manlier man, I should have my hand on the bottom. And it gets really silly and stupid. But worse, it becomes a distraction. Your attention does go to your hands, and it's like, why is he doing that? Why am I doing that? What do I want to do? Why am I not on top? Why am I not on bottom? Just becomes a big distraction. Your attention gets drawn to your hand, and you don't really want that to happen. So if you're dancing the way we dance, which is right palm up, left palm down, always, so it doesn't matter if you're boy, boy, girl, girl, everybody knows what to do. And somebody insists, and in fact, friends of ours who were teaching the square dance now, you've seen them, Jack and Jane, they're in all the videos. They've been taught right palm up, left palm down. The other night we were dancing with some people, and I looked over, and the person Jack was dancing with, she's like flipping his hand over so that his hand was on bottom, even though they were half sashayed and his hand should have been on top. And much to Jack's credit, he took it in stride. He just moved on and adjusted. He was the bigger dancer. He knew that if that became a distraction, he's going to miss a call. You can't correct her there and then. You can't correct her ever, maybe, because she's been taught the old-fashioned way, which is the boy's always on the bottom, the girl's always on the top. And she's not going to change. You can't change her. Don't let it become a distraction. But when you can, we recommend right palm up, left palm down. Make sure to like and comment before you go. This is the way YouTube tells other people that you found this material engaging one way or the other. Comments are always appreciated. Likes and shares, of course, are much appreciated. And remember, however well-informed and carefully considered they may be, the opinions expressed here are solely my opinions and don't necessarily reflect the opinions of others involved in this production. Thank you for visiting the Austin Method. We hope to see you on the dance floor soon.